we're going to go to SD Youngwolf, who's going to teach us to sing the Salagi song that was sung on the Trail of Tears at this time, and tell us a little bit about his experience of that, and also his passion of decolonization. And we're going to try to decolonize this song as much as we can and the words to it, however we can do that. But Esty, if you want to put those words in the chat so that everyone can sing along with you in this song, or I think I can send them to Pamela and she can do that while you're singing the song. How's that
Right.
sound?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Great.
So anyway, as an introduction, the Trail of Tears. Most everybody knows this, but maybe some don't. It was 1838 and 39 when the Cherokee of the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina were all dispossessed of their lands and marched west. It's called the Trail Where They Cried. It was about 1,000 miles that 1 out of 4 died on the Trail of Tears. And my ancestor, Clagashe, was chief. He was Cherokee chief, but he and his people left before the Trail of Tears ever happened and settled in what is now Texas, was at that time Mexico. But a lot of our relatives walked the Trail of Tears. And they had been Christianized, and that's why they and the other tribes of the Southeast were called the civilized tribes. So this is a song that they sang on the Trail of Tears. Should I go ahead, or should I wait until the words are up?
They're up. Yeah, whenever
Okay,
you want
good.
to go.
Squatine says to Yahweh, Elitika esune, Siwana gati yuhai, Gatlini kitine, skistaliski, Nigo hela watita, skistaliski, Nigo hela watita, Skotine says to Yahweh, Elitika esone, Jiwana gati yuhai, Gatlini gitine, skistaliski, Nigo hela watita, skistaliski, Nigo hela watita, Skotine says to Yahweh, Elitika esone, Jiwana gati yuhai, Gatlini itine, skistaliski, Nigo hela watita, skistaliski, Nigo hela watita, Skotine says to Yahweh, Elitika esone, Jiwana gati yuhai, Gatlini kitine, skistaliski, 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 digo hela mamita. Skistaliski, skistaliski, digo hela mamita. Patines este Yahowa, elitiga sone. Jivana gati hai, gati ni tine. Skistaliski, skistaliski, digo hela mamita. Skistaliski, skistaliski, digo hela mamita. Patines este Yahowa, elitiga sone. Jivana gati hai, gati ni tine. Skistaliski, skistaliski, digo hela mamita. Skistaliski, skistaliski, digo hela mamita.
Thank you, ST. It's a sweet song. It's very interesting to me that when I first heard that song, it was deep in my bones. The ancestors sit in our bones, and though it was never safe or legal to sing it when I was a child,
Oh,
it wasn't until I was in college when the Religious Freedoms Act of 1978 passed that we could experience our language in any way.
mhm.
So that is pretty important to me. And I don't know if you wanna talk about what those words are. To me, they're guidance. They're asking for guidance and protection in our original language, reaching back before the influence of the intrusion. Our prayers were for help and health, and so these songs translate as asking for help. And like as we mentioned before, the words have been Christianized and changed over the years, and that was for the protection of the people as well. It wasn't safe to translate them into our original language, which asked our ancestors for help and health. And we thought if we had good help, we could handle anything, we could do anything with help and health. And still think that. And our prayers are for gratitude, for expressing our gratitude. And so some of those words are about gratitude, because what we're grateful for remains in our life. So to me, the song is asking for protection, guidance, help, and health, and expressing gratitude so that those things will be available. But my people didn't walk the Trail of Tears. We're the people who hid in the mountains to resist the Trail of Tears. And we were not Christianized. My father made certain that I did not get Christianized in my upbringing, and I'm very grateful for that. That's part of what's allowed me to stay with the teachings of my three grandmothers, of the ancient ones, going back to the original village on our sacred mountain here. So, SD, if you want to share any more, or if you want to sing that song real slow so that everybody can join in and sing with you, either.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll say a little bit beforehand and talk about the words. Well, there was a man named Sally who, when the soldiers were rounding up the Cherokee, they would round them up and put them in corrals before they were marched west. And it was direction of General Winfield Scott. And there was a man named Sally who, when the soldiers came to his farm high in the mountains and told him they had to leave, one of the soldiers poked his wife with a bayonet. And he said to his, his sons in Cherokee, let's turn on these soldiers. This is not right. And so they did. And when they did that, a gun went off and one of the soldiers was killed. And so Charlie and his family went and they hid in the thickets and caves of the mountains. And the general sent someone to find him and take the message that if he would come in and give himself up, that he wouldn't round up the other Cherokees that he knew were hiding. And that's why today there is an Eastern Band, because they're the descendants of those who hid. And later on, they were able to raise funds to get some of their land back, and so that and live there to this day. But they put Sally in front of a firing squad, and he gave his life for his people, and his last wish was that his grandson would stay behind in the land of his ancestors and not go beyond the Father of Waters or the Mississippi. So presumably they are still there to this day. So the meaning of the song, the words mean, guide me, Jehovah, as I am walking. I am weak, but you are strong. Always, always help us. When I step on the banks of the Jordan River in a peaceful way, may we cross. Help us, stop my worrying. Always, always, I will sing to you.
So you want to play it real slow, just
Okay.
a few times, maybe 4 times, and we can all sing along, and then we'll go on to the next song. Everybody unmute and sing together if you want to.
Squatine se Yahovah elitika esone chiwanagati yuhai gaslini hey, Awatita. Skistali, skistali, ski. Nico, hey, Awatita. One more time. Trine, say, stiga ho. Elitika eso. Chiwana katiyuai skistali skistali ski skistali skistali ski
Thank you so much, SD. You're beautiful to be able to sing that in community. Thank you all for joining in too.